Hi and welcome to yet another episode of OTRC. We are at TTFF right here in Trinidad. It's a movie festival right now and we are moving. There's a lot to expect. A lot is happening right now behind me as we speak. The atmosphere is wow. And OTRC, we are here to bring you all the action, all the entertainment, what's happening. It's big, it's massive. Stick and stay. We'll be right back with you.
We are here at the opening gala of the 11th annual Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival. Tonight, the independent award-winning film Play the Devil premieres. The film is set in Paramount, Trinidad, home of the Blue Devils Mass, and we hope to speak with a few of the actors in the film, including its lead actor, Patrice Jones. Also, a People's Choice winner at Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival was local feature film The Cutlass. Our host, Telly Cruz, has with him the director of The Cutlass, Darisha Beresford. Now here's Telly with the director.
And yes, the cameras are rolling here at TTFF, and oh my gosh, look who we bunked up to on the red carpet. I'm going to let them introduce themselves to you. Stick and stay. Here we go.
Hi, good day. I'm Tennille Nualo, writer-producer for The Cutlass.
Darisha Beresford, director, producer, Cutlass.
Drew Umland, editor, producer, The Cutlass.
Juliet McCauley, producer.
Cutlass. Well, there we go. Tell us more about that short film.
Well, you talk about it.
Okay, it's a feature-length film. We've been working on it for a couple of years now. We're working on the development, on the scripting and financing of it. And we finally started shooting in January, and we've wrapped up, and we have our world premiere at the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival.
There you go. Sweet and smooth. What do you want to add to it?
Nothing, we're just very excited for the red carpet premiere tomorrow. It's going to be one of the biggest red carpets the Caribbean has ever seen, and we're excited to showcase what we've created to the rest of the Caribbean and the world eventually.
Great. So how long have you been editing?
How long have I been editing? About 15 years now. And then so we've been working on this film for the past year, and it's been pretty much all day, every day for about the past 7-8 months. And we're very happy to finish it in time for the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival and for our world premiere here. And we're very proud.
And I see you looking, you be like, is he going to ask me a hard question? Is he going to ask me something simple? Like, how did you actually meet up? How did you guys get together?
Well, I met Tennille, and because when I saw the short version of this film, I was so blown away by how fantastic it was. And I was like, who directed this thing? It was her. And so we kind of met that way. And then when she said, hey, can you give us a little help with the producing? I was like, yes, yeah, hell yeah. Because this is going to be one of the best films, I think, coming out of Trinidad in a while. So I'm just really happy to even be here with them.
So, really quick, I'm in Trini. Where you from?
I'm from Florida, so from the U.S.
Whereabouts?
From South Florida.
South Florida. Where in Trinidad you from? I want you to shout out all your village and make your village proud of what you're doing here today on the red carpet.
I'm from Dago.
Port of Spain and Santa Cruz and Tobago.
Ooh, she touched me there. Crab and dumpling, Tobago.
Fort Lauderdale.
And originally from Cuba.
Well, there you go. Sweet and short. And there we rolling because there's a lot happening. These people are actually in demand. There's a whole lot of crew waiting over there to see them, so I'm not going to take up much of the time. But welcome and thank you guys for seeing us on OTRC.
Thank you.
You free to go?
Alrighty.
Take care.
We're here at TTFF, and the U.S. Ambassador, John Estrada, has arrived on the red carpet. And there's actor Shay Rodriguez from the feature film Play the Devil. Okay, coming up, we talk with actors and one of the producers of Play the Devil. Back in a moment, you're watching OTRC. welcome back. Some more of the cast for the film Play the Devil have arrived on the red carpet. We're at the opening gala for the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival, and we're going to talk to one of its producers, Abigail Hadid, when she makes her way to us. Abigail's coming. Here she comes. She's coming right now.
Welcome to OTRC.
Thank you so much for having us here.
So this movie has been buzzing. It's been buzzing so far. How was it getting into this movie, and how hard did it take you, and how long did it take you to get the production done?
Well, we shot 25 days. Really, the pre-production, I mean, from beginning to end, from this beginning of the development of the script to now was 3 years. Yeah, and we filmed most of it in Paramin, but we really tried to traverse the whole island. So there are wonderful scenes in Balandra, in Avocat Waterfalls, and all of that. So yeah, it's a panoramic cinematic view. It crosses everything: culture, sexuality, power. It's just got it all.
Give us a little quick background about yourself.
I'm a professional photographer by trade, and I also work on my own personal projects. Most of them are on the human condition. I've been documenting traditional masks for nearly 30 years. I've also been documenting theatre, primarily Walcott's theatre. So I've been in this business for a long time. And with my history of in photography, and I also used to work as a PA on big commercials that came through here, and so I worked my way into film that way, and then also just being around veterans like Timmy Mora, and so you picked up stuff, and then when the digital age came about, it made filmmaking much more accessible, and it just fell into place how I got to do producing, because I started off with a few short films that I worked on with Mohammed Mawakil. Mohammed Mawakil. I did 4 short films with another director, and then I went on to doing a feature documentary called La Gaita. I also co-produced that, and then this is the first feature narrative that I've produced.
Where you from?
I'm from Trinidad. I was actually born and grew up on Long Circular Road.
Long Circular.
Yeah, Long Circular Road.
Representing. Thank you a lot. We're looking forward to see you in much more.
And bigger Paramin.
Bigger Paramin. Take care. Have a good night.
And new management.
My name is Nikolai Salcedo, and I'm playing the character Fane, who is the older brother of the lead character, or one of the lead characters, Gregory. Yeah.
And how did you get involved in this?
How did I get involved in this? There's so many roles, I can't even remember how I got in each one. But I think I heard about it. I heard about the film, and they had me come in for a reading. So I auditioned, like everybody else, and I think I auditioned for another character at first, which might forget who it was, but then they called me and they told me, hey, we want you for Fane. So I think they were looking at me and they're like, Maria was like, I think he'll be good as Fane. And then she ended up calling and they said, yeah, we're offering you the character of Fane. And I was like, hey, yeah.
And you've had some other parts, so this is one of your first roles, acting roles?
No, I've had quite a few other parts. Before I took this role, a lot of my other parts would have come from theatre. And just before I took this role, I had a couple of film roles, and then after this, it was like more films. Yeah.
But aren't you also a singer-songwriter?
Singer-songwriter, visual artist, actor, yeah. I'm a number of things. Yeah, Trinidad, Megonian Renaissance man right now, apparently, yeah.
Do you have a number one love?
Whatever I feel in the moment. When I wake up each day, there's a different Nikolai that awakes. So each of those Nikolais have their own number one loves. I can't really pinpoint and say any right now,
And what's the last thing you posted on Instagram?
Oh, crap. The last thing I posted on Instagram would have been one part of my 1,000 Eyes series, which is nail polish on the fingers, and it's like, yeah, it's these eyes, and yeah, I think that was the last thing I posted, yeah.
Thank you so much. Have a good evening.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks a lot, man.
All right.
Look who's here on the red carpet. It's famed actress of screen and stage and star of Play the Devil, Penelope Spencer. We're going to try and talk with her after this break. You're watching OTRC. We're on the red carpet at TTFF, and actor Patrice Jones is somewhere in the building, and we see Penelope Spencer. We're going to talk to her next.
I play the grandmother of the lead character, and working with Maria and with Abigail, it felt like something new and fresh that I've never done before. And it was such a pleasure doing this movie because I had to reach places that I've never been. And that's what I heard a lot about it. I got a lot of feedback and positive feedback at that. So I'm really excited to see it. I felt the emotional content, it was really good. And the message is so strong, so I'm really happy to be a part of this.
I'm so happy to meet you. I mean, we know that you are a veteran. Okay, so you are so wonderful in this industry. Weren't you also in Bazadi?
Yes, I did the casting for Bazadi, and I had a little cameo in Bazadi, and that too is a wonderful movie. I am about Trinidad and Tobago and making us look good no matter what. I want us to support us. I mean, when you go to Jamaica and you see Jamaicans supporting Jamaica, and that's why reggae and Jamaica is so more popular, because we as a nation, we don't appreciate, and I'm not saying to be a Marshall fanatic and go and see the movie. I just want you to appreciate it, go and see it, because I am not in one for mediocrity, you know? And Trinidad, that Bazadi movie really worked, and Plainside is another thing that's coming on, and Play the Devil is phenomenal.
You could tell me one thing that where we need to go next with respect to the film industry here in Trinidad and Tobago, what would you say?
I would say that the government needs to continue with that 150% rebate. I am appealing to them to please institute it, bring it back, because that has been the catalyst for change in this industry. You know, a lot of American and Canadian companies coming here and they want to shoot because they could get quality acting, quality crew, and quality venue, you know, and that has been an attractive thing and I really want, that's one thing we need to do. And we need parents to stop telling the children that acting is not a job, a viable job, because this is all I do as an actor. I act, I teach acting, I do drama, I teach storytelling. I'm about to write a book. So please encourage each other. That's my whole thing.
So one last quick question. Who's in your playlist? What music are you listening to these days?
I am listening to Beyonce. I'm sorry, I'm a Beyonce fan. And I love Tricanal. Those are my top pick in anything. I'm beginning to appreciate Rihanna as well. And her love for the Caribbean and her sending out shout out to the Caribbean the other day, I really admire that. So yeah, that's my playlist. And of course a lot of others, but I am horrible with names, so I can't remember.
Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
Welcome, Mr. Jones. Welcome to OTRC. And you are the lead actor in the movie called
Play the Devil.
Play the Devil. How was that?
How was that? Well, as a whole, I've been using the same word every time people ask me that, transcendent. The whole thing was absolutely insane, absolute madness, yeah.
Just a little in-depth about you before we actually move on. Where are you from?
Originally from just outside of London, a place called Milton Keynes in England.
Milton Keynes. So London represent, right here in Trinidad and Tobago. So tell us, acting, is it something that you do for a long time, or is it just your first role?
I've done it for about 4 or 5 years now. This is my first major role. This is the first project I've really cared about. Something that's mattered to me. You know, I want to tell important stories, and I think this is an important story. This is the most important story I've told. Yeah. And obviously, I hope tonight that people see just how important it is. You know. But yeah, in terms of acting, I've been doing it for a few years now. But this is now things are starting to swing. Stuff like this as well. This is where I want to be.
But are you pleased with the movie, the outcome of it? Are you pleased with it?
Yeah, for sure. It's done great. It's done great things for me. Everybody seems really happy. We had a premiere in LA as well, and yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good night as well. It's gonna be a good night. Yeah.
Well, I know you're busy. There's a lot happening here, and you know what I mean. So before you go, one thing. Tell me, if you was to listen to one song, what's the favorite song that you have on repeat on your iPad?
On repeat. You know he's gonna put me on the spot like this. Favorite song on the iPad. I don't know. Yesterday I was listening to No Diggity a lot of times. Who is it? I like the way you're working. No diggity.
You got it back.
Then you bag it up, babe. That was yesterday.
Well, there you have it. There you have it. Well, it's been a pleasure.
Appreciate it, brother.
Thanks for being on OTRC. See you.
Thanks for having me.
All the best. Yeah, take care. Cut and stay. We'll be right back. It's a busy atmosphere.
It's a star-studded night at TTFF. Now take a look at this next clip from the Play the Devil trailer. And after, our host Telly Cruz chats with the founder of the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival.
Hey, don't be a stranger. That's my cell. Give me a call.
Thanks, Unison. Because you like me. What's wrong with you? You're gonna let people just walk all over here? Well, I can't do this, James. I'm sorry.
Bruce Paddington, the founder of TTFF. Welcome to OTRC.
Thanks a lot. It's nice to have a chance to talk to you.
It's really nice that we have you here. We've just seen a lovely movie. We've just seen a production from TTFF, which was amazing. It's brilliant. How long? This has been going for 11 years. Tell me, what's the drive?
The drive is to see different sort of films, independent films, films from Trinidad and Tobago, films from the Caribbean, films from the Caribbean diaspora, films from Korea and films from China and India, and there's more than just Hollywood and Nollywood and Bollywood. And so my dream would be that there is a choice for all of us to see, and if those films, those screenings don't exist, you have to create something.
Totally. And just for the viewers, a little more about yourself,
Well, I was born in England a long time ago, but I've been living here for over 40 years. I have a Trini passport, have my 3 sons born in Trinidad, and I see myself as an immigrant to this country, and immigrants can bring with them some passion, things they're interested in, and I've always been interested in film. So my life in Trinidad has really been involved in training people, educating people. I was a senior lecturer at the University of the West Indies, and now I'm dedicating myself to this film festival.
Well, you did a great speech out there a bit earlier, and we appreciate what you're doing here. OTRC, for sure, we're going to let it seen, we're going to let it known that Mr. Padmore, is it? Paddington, sorry. Mr. Paddington is actually doing something great for us. Tell us, what is next in terms of the film festival, the movie festival, in terms of the coming up in the 11th? This is the 11th one. What do you have planned for the 12th?
Well, first of all, we have a richness of films for this festival. Tomorrow we have another premiere of a film called Cutlass, based on a true story of a young woman who was kidnapped in northeast Trinidad. We have almost 100 films, including some from Tobago, a very funny film called Red Man, which is a Tobagonian film. And then almost immediately we're going to start to plan for next year and make sure we keep up the standard.
Great. Well, you're doing that well. And thank you for talking to us here at OTRC. Okay. Thanks a lot. We know you have a busy night. It's been a pleasure. Bye. Well, here we are, down to the wine, down to the grid, down to the conclusion. We actually concluded another episode of the OTRC, and we are at TTFF. And it was an amazing night. I'm sure you guys going to see a lot of good things that you actually didn't know produced right here in Trinidad and Tobago. And you know that we at OTRC bring it to you first. We bring it to you in high definition, and we bring it to you in class, fashion, and style. OTRC, I am Telly Cruz, signing off. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
I want to thank the Film Festival, first of all, for creating this incredible platform. I was introduced to Trinidad by virtue of the Film Festival back in 2009 when my film Rain opened the festival. And it's just incredible, the journey that you have given me. This would never have happened had it not been for you, and the relationships and friendships and support that has been ushered by this festival is just extraordinary and invaluable. And I don't think there's anything in the region that has actually bonded us and built bridges like this film festival has, truthfully. And in my limited experience, I can really speak very much to that. I want to thank the government of Trinidad for your support, your meaningful support, and the resources that you are putting into this industry. You should be incredibly proud of the fruits of your labor and your intentions, because you have an extraordinary group of people in Trinidad making films and so much talent, and it's just going to keep growing and deepening and getting better. And I hope that anybody that has resources out there or can make decisions really appreciates how profoundly important your work is, and you're energizing the dreams of these people that are telling really important stories that don't just belong to our region, but that will serve the world and the global understanding of what it means to live and love and die, and all of those things that we look at in the films that we make. I want to thank our cast, amazing cast, and you will see how incredible they are. Penelope and Che and Nikolai and Akil, and of course Patrice, who did an outstanding job and is not from Trinidad but had worked on an accent and still delivered a friggin' incredible performance, a sensitive performance, while maintaining an accent at the same time, which is a really big challenge for an actor. And also a huge nod to Gareth Jenkins, who deserves a massive applause. He is courageous and he showed up and trusted me, and thank you for trusting me, Gareth. I want to thank Abigail Hadid, who I share this with. She's one of the most generous people I know, and it's everything you see in this film is because Abigail took me to that place first, because she has a fierce sense of adventure and a crazy intimacy with her world, and so much generosity. So many photographers and artists have benefited from her gaze. I mean, Abigail was one of the first people to look at traditional mass and opened her community and doors to other photographers who have followed without feeling competitive or threatened, but really with open arms and a big heart. And so many people have benefited from her gaze in the art community. Producing is hard, it's a thankless job, and she did an extraordinary job of it. She is a natural producer. And I would not be here with this film as a second-time director without her. And I really share this night with her. This film belongs to her as much as it does me.